Imagine trying to improve agriculture in a country, but every piece of information you did is scattered across different databases, formats, and years. What if we could bring all that data together in one place to help farmers, researchers, and policymakers make better decisions? That's exactly what our team set out to do using Senegal as a case study. Come with me and I will briefly explain the paper, Data Integration Dashboard for Assessing and Planning Sustainable Intensification Agriculture Interventions, a case study in Senegal, having me as the first author. Agriculture today generates more data than ever. We have satellite images, crop yields, prices, rainfall, nutrition service, and more. But there's a big problem. These data sets rarely talk to each other. For sustainable intensification, which in short word means producing more food while improving social, economic, and environmental outcomes, we need a holistic view. But in many regions, especially in Africa, data is fragmented, inconsistent, or hard to access. This makes planning agricultural interventions extremely difficult. Our study set out to attempt to solve this. We wanted to, first, gather open data from all five domains of sustainable intensification. 2. Harmonize it so different years, scales, and formats can be comparable. 3. Build an interactive digital dashboard to visualize and connect these datasets. 4. Demonstrate how this tool can guide real agricultural decisions. To build this dashboard, we integrated dozens of indicators from open sources. From satellites, we included rainfall, vegetation, soil moisture, and temperature. From agricultural statistics, we added crop production, livestock numbers, fertilizer user, and market prices. From household surveys, we included poverty levels, education, electricity access, child nutrition, and mortality. We built this tool using R Shiny, making it fully interactive and accessible online. It includes six main visualization tools: maps to explore spatial patterns across Senegal, weather charts to compare districts across all five domains, correlation matrices to reveal relationship between variables, line charts to track trends over time, bar charts to compare districts or variables, and box plots to understand variability and outliers. The dashboard filters data instantly based on user selection, district, years, variables, and displays the results in clear, intuitive charts. And now, you may be questioning yourself, how can we use all this? To show how the dashboard can support real decisions, we will perform an analysis over two major agricultural districts in Senegal, Kaolack and Kaffrine. And just a quick reminder, this case study is only a demonstration of how the dashboard can be used to explore data. It does not prescribe how these problems should be solved. Both are major producers of millet and peanut. But when we look deeper, important differences emerge. First, we mapped millet production. Both districts show high output. Next, we examined the juvenile mortality from 2015 to 2019. The line chart shows a decline in both districts, but Kaffrine consistently has higher mortality. Using box plots, we saw that Kaffrine has much higher variability in the percentage of households with lower income. This suggests greater vulnerability among households. Then we look at correlations. In Kaffrine, millet production strongly correlates with wealth, stunting, and juvenile mortality. In Kaolack, juvenile mortality correlates more with millet prices than with production itself, with mortality increasing as prices rose. Finally, the radial chart makes the contrast clear. Kaolack has higher production and electricity access, while Kaffrine faces higher poverty, stunting, and mortality. This case study shows why integrating data matters. If we look only at crop yields, Kaolack and Kaffrine would seem identical. But when we include social and human indicators, we see very different realities. This means interventions should also differ. In Kaolack, improving price stability and social safety nets may reduce child mortality more than increasing crop inputs. In Kaolack, monitoring market prices could be the key to protect vulnerable households. Before we wrap up, it's important to recognize the limitations of this work. First, even though we integrated dozens of datasets, data gaps still exist, especially for social and human indicators at fine spatial scales. Second, data quality varies across sources, and harmonizing them can introduce uncertainty. And third, dashboards like this are only as good as the frequency of updates. Some indicators refresh yearly, others monthly, and some not at all. In the future, we aim to expand the dashboard with more real-time environmental data, machine learning tools to predict risks and opportunities, farmer-level data for mobile service, and automated pipelines that update indicators as soon as new data is released. Our dashboard is one of the first tools to integrate all five domains of sustainable intensification at the district level. By making data accessible, visual, and connected, we hope to support better research, better policies, and ultimately better outcomes for farmers and communities. This is just the beginning. Open data and digital tools can transform how we plan agricultural interventions around the world. And this approach isn't just for researchers and policymakers. Companies working in agriculture, like seed producers, fertilizer suppliers, agtech startups, and financial institutions, can use data integration dashboards like this to identify high potential markets, target interventions more efficiently, monitor supply chain risks, understand farmer vulnerability, and build evidence based sustainability strategies. Whether you're a policymaker, a researcher, or a company, integrating data across domains gives you a clearer picture and consequently better decisions. I will leave the link to the paper in the description along with the GitHub code for the dashboard. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. This is my very first video, from many to come. I plan to bring the papers for which I'm the first author, my personal projects, and the implementation of papers that I believe are interesting. So, like the video, click on subscribe, and activate the notifications. Over and out.